Hello, world. I said a quote, it's hard to get what's ahead of you if you can't let go of what's behind you. And it is not as simple, but that past is a hindrance. It's like you can't keep moving forward and recycling, pulling past and everything. I know what it is. I just thought about it. When people are in groups and they're talking and they don't have nothing to say, they can't even think about having a positive conversation about good things happening in this world. They're not in the present moment. The only thing left is the past. Here we go. A couple of years ago, last week, I remember 10 years ago, it wasn't like this, like it was. I remember this. I remember that. I keep doing this. Shoot, back in my day, we didn't do this. Man, you see this? Man, they got their past on the rope. Shoot, what y'all doing? Hold on. Let me pull up something right quick. Back in 1980, I'm just saying, it's okay to visit the past. I'm not saying that, but you got to watch your practices. Your practices going to become your habits. Remember I said that. Watch your practices, because your practices become your habits. So if you're constantly, every time you ain't got nothing to say, man, shoot, 2 weeks ago or last week, or you're constantly doing that, it's going to become habitual. It's going to become a habit. Then, instead of you visiting your past, you done pitched the tent in the past. You always in the past. Every time somebody talk to you, you got something to say about something that happened the day before or yesterday. Because I don't think people have experienced enough good and seen enough good in this world to have conversations on that a lot. People experience this bad and negative stuff all the time, and it eats at them. So it's the topic of conversations. I get it. People haven't shifted into experiencing good things and people helping and seeing the good in the world, so they don't have that to talk about. So yeah, man, don't recycle your past. Just let it go. It doesn't do nothing. It can't do nothing. The only thing that can ever do something is the present moment. That's where you think. That's where you use your imagination to create the life you want. That's where you right now in control of your feelings and vibrations. That's when everything is you pushed out is in the present moment. It is not in the past. It is not in the future. So the power relies in the power of now. Being present. Out of the future, out the past, in the present as much as possible. I've had a conversation with my brain. Like, it seems like I have, I just refer to my conscious brain, I guess, different than most. Like, we're cool, but I know it can get reckless. Let me explain. Like, the conscious part of your brain, it's a part of you, and you need it for things like senses and touching, feeling, and you need it to come up with the ideas to manifest. But sometimes it just runs wild like a kid, and I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Literally talking to my conscious part of my mind, like, bro, what are you doing? Man, we ain't doing that today. Whenever I'm going this way or that way, instead of being in the present moment, I'm like, man, come on, bro, you was doing good all day. It doesn't have a name, but I'm aware. Okay, we're going to say that. I gave my conscious mind awareness. So much awareness that just like a parent to a kid, I know when it's acting up. I know when it's like not doing what I wanted to do, you know? So yeah. I don't know how to tell nobody to get in touch with their conscious part of their mind like that, but it seems like I identify mine with, I just identify it, but it helps me as I move through life, cause instead of wondering like, where did this thought come from, I could just check it, because me and that conscious mind like this in a way, like, bro, come on, man, like, for real, why'd you even wake up this morning? Cause it's like I know when my conscious mind, in the morning, I get up real early, like, and I meditate and pray. I mean, not pray, but I meditate and I write in my journal. But during those stages, somewhere, the joker come online. And Lord Jesus, that joker might come online and be active, thinking about all kind of stuff that's not even necessary, you know. But it's like a kid waking up, just start getting into shit, you know, like, man, I'm up, man, what the hell I'm gonna do, you know. So I don't know why I said that, but it was kind of going with recycling your past into your future. You're going this way and you just keep doing like this. You're moving a little bit, but you keep taking that past with you. You're moving a little bit, but you keep taking the past with you. You're moving. So that makes that road to where you going a long one. And no telling what changes during that long time. Because you packing and pulling that past behind you. And remember, I said, you don't have to. I'm not saying your past is just nothing but memories. I'm not saying let them go, but don't do it so much where it becomes a habit. So watch your practices, because they will become your habits. Stay out the past as much as possible. Stay out the future as much as possible. When you're thinking about your desires, you really don't think about them in the future. You're living in the wish fulfilled. You're thinking about them right now. You don't think about the car, the house you want, and it's going in your mind like, shoot, by next year I should have that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that old way of thinking. By 2 years I'm gonna have that. No, everything is happening now. Realize that anything can happen at any time, because we live in a world of possibilities. You the one put time involved in a spiritual realm where time doesn't exist. In your imagination, time doesn't exist. In your subconscious, time doesn't exist. It's the nowness. You're talking different dimensions here. 3D world, 3 dimensions, time exists and time, we use it. But when you're imagining, when you're thinking about your desires, time don't exist. I did a video a long time ago when I first started this channel, and I was just talking about how time really messes people up. How could you time something in your 3D world with linear time when there's another different type of whatever timing that's going on up here? But you're like a co-creator with the force, the energy, the source, the God, the universe. So the gateway to this is your subconscious mind. So there's no time in there. So your desires could come in weeks, in months, a year, depending on your alignment and your vibration, depending how much how tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe you are. But yeah, keep time out the equation. Whenever I desire something or want to manifest something, time is never there. Time is just obsolete. I don't use time for nothing. I just know what I want. I focus on my desire. I get in detail with it. I think about it over and over again till that feeling becomes normal, to where it's like, it's just normal. Like, I got it. And I just keep doing it over and over again. I build that belief till that belief comes into a knowing, till that knowing becomes into this 3D world. So basically, in a nutshell, everything that you see is in a wave form. I know this is fit to go crazy, but everything you see is in a wave. And so, like, if I'm not looking that way, whatever's over there is in a wave. Until I look at it, it has collapsed into particles. But that's on some quantum physics stuff. But anyways, I don't know if we're ready to talk about that or not. But yeah, we're talking quantum superposition, how things exist in multiple states, and we're blinking in and out of existence all the time. And yeah, man. Yeah, it gets deep, but it's good because now we can apply science to spirituality. That was the beauty for me. Okay, it's one thing to believe something. Man, I done ran off into another whole conversation. Hello, world.